Yes, sir. I'm on now. All right. Hey, we're going to go live on Facebook.
All right, that's fine.
Okay. What up, man?
Hey, can you hear me? Testing.
Can you hear me, sir?
I can hear you. Can you hear me? Okay.
I got to put my headset on.
Oh, yeah, please. Just want to make sure we're all live.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me? That's the
No,
question.
I couldn't hear you through my
Okay.
speakers. I had to put
Okay.
the headset on.
Okay, but now you can hear me.
Yes.
All right, beautiful. All right.
All right, we're gonna go live on Facebook and yeah, we're gonna go live on Facebook.
Okay, that's fine. Hey, good evening, Christelle.
And Christelle, who invited you?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
I was invited by Brian Harrison.
I never heard of him. Never heard of him. Give me,
All right. Let's get me set up here so I get the screens going.
yeah, I just
Good
got
evening.
you. I just got you. You're doing control now. I mean, you have the share screen.
All right.
I'm gonna wait for some more people. It's not even 8 o'clock yet.
Oh yeah, no, I just wanted to get on. This is the behind the scenes stuff, Christelle. Before the event, we make sure we have everything running, so we're smooth. And welcome to the call. I'm glad you're here. And my name is Dave Griffin.
Did you check the last 5 slides?
Yeah,
Okay.
I got it. I'm going to pull it up now.
Okay.
No, I don't want to share. I'm trying to slideshow. Okay, beautiful. That's what I wanted. All right. All right, share screen. And I guess it's here. Okay.
All right. The queen is here.
Oh my goodness. I gotta. All right, beautiful. All right, this is what I wanted. Now let me go back.
Yeah, exactly.
Good evening. All right. Okay. All right, beautiful. All right. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Hold on a second.
Yes.
All right.
We are recording.
You can stop the recording.
Yeah, well, I could stop that for right now.
Yeah, this is all the behind the scenes stuff. Yeah, let's do that.
And then we're going to go live on Facebook. Want to go live on YouTube too?
Yeah, you can go live on YouTube. Go ahead. Why not?
Right.
Let's have some fun this evening, right? It's always nice. Good evening, George Story. Welcome to the call.
George came on? Did he put his name up there? Yes,
Welcome.
George.
Welcome. All right.
All right,
I
am not on my iPhone and I'm not driving, so.
Beautiful.
That's fine.
Beautiful. All right, Mr. Harrison, we're going to go ahead and get started. We appreciate everyone joining the call. Good evening, everyone. My name is Dave Griffin. I'm out of Tampa, Florida, by way of Atlanta, Georgia, via New York City, a Brooklyn guy. Tonight, we're going to go over a presentation with a company called iPrime. You're going to hear a little bit more about our community, our team, just what we're all excited about. You know, there's very few things that are out there that you see on a day-to-day that might really whet your appetite or get you very excited. And this is just one of those things that if you know me and you're on this Facebook or YouTube live, I'm not one of those guys that gets excited about a lot of things. A lot of people come to you with different types of opportunities, get rich quick, or, oh, we're going to make a ton of money or everything else. And I'm very slow to move at times because I really want to understand the who, what, when, how, and why. But when I was introduced to this by my great friend, Mr. Brian Hairston, same thing. I kind of, make an assessment. I am a banker by trade. I've been in banking for the last 25 plus years. I'm very excited about helping people and working people when it comes to finances. And I'm really excited that you joined me. Brian, if you go ahead and mute yourself, I do appreciate you handling the con there. I thank you so much for getting me going. Thank you so much, sir. All right, so with that, we're going to go ahead and get right into the presentation, because tonight's presentation, I can tell you right now, I just really got excited about this opportunity. And we're going to go ahead and tell you a little bit more about what's going on. We're part of a community called the 1% Trade Room. Now, you might sit there and say, oh, okay, these guys are trading Forex and everything else. Yeah, it's a whole community of some, I'm going to put it like this. I'm a 54-year-old guy. I'm hanging around a bunch of 30-year-old and 20-year-old somethings. These guys are teaching me something. But this is not about promoting you, telling you got to go ahead and join a community and join a group and you got to learn how to trade and do all kinds of things. This is a matter of you learning how to make money, how to make 6 figures in 12 months while you're sleeping. Now, of course, it takes money to make money. I mean, let's not, I'm not going to go ahead and skirt around that. Does it take a ton of money? Absolutely not. All right, so we're going to go over a few things. You're going to see a little bit about this. I promise you this presentation will be very short and impactful. I think you'll get a lot of value out of what we're going to share here this evening. All right, so first thing, I just wanted to put this disclaimer out there. In banking, I've got a banking license and a federal license at that, and I'm very protective of that. But also, I want to make it very clear that the information in this webinar is for educational purposes only and is not an investment or financial advice. The passive income industry is risky and you should only invest the amount you can afford to lose. Past performance is not an indicative of future results. So all of our webinars, videos, emails, and social media posts are only our own opinions of programs that are working for us. Please understand this before you invest your time or money. Do your research. I know I did before investing, and parting ways with your hard-earned cash. So, I was sharing with some of my partners here in the business. I was very excited to hear that, because I remember once upon a time ago when I started on Wall Street, and I remember one of the lead brokers sharing with me, but this is back in the late 80s, right? Like 1989, somewhere around there. And he told me, he said, look, he said, Dave, we only talk to clients that could afford to lose $10,000. If you're that person that can't afford to lose $10,000, you're not our client. Well, I'm happy to share with you this evening, $10,000 is not the buy-in. Although if you do have 10 grand that you could afford to lose, obviously you don't want to lose it. But that certainly will put you in a position where you can make substantial sums of money in a very short period of time. All right. Here's a little bit about the company. Let's get right into it. You're here tonight not to hear about me and my banking history and what I like to do when I'm not here, which is go to the beach and drive my convertible top down in the middle of February when it's 85 degrees here in Tampa, Florida. Yes, that's a jab for all my friends up in the Northeast. You got to come down here. We're just loving the water down here in Florida. But here's the thing. Intelligence Prime Capital Limited, it's a Canadian company registered in Toronto, Canada. So this is not something that my friend Brian came to me and said, hey, Dave, I just designed this program, or some guys that just put it all together 5 minutes ago. This is a company that's a technology company that's been around for some time. All right. They serve users and enterprise in over 10 countries right now. We're doing some fantastic things. In fact, some of our largest teams, believe it or not, and when I say teams, I want to be very, very clear. This is not a multi-level marketing company. So I want to put that out there. Not that I have anything against it, but it's not that. It's not one of those things where you have to go out and do anything. You don't have to do any of that. And I'll get into more about that in just a moment. But it's really about, if you get excited about something, you want to share it, right? You see a good movie, you want to share it. Well, why not get paid for it in the process? And I know I don't mind doing that at all. So in 2021, they launched a digital asset trading platform that consists of an AI analysis trading system, or an AIA bot. That's what that is. And the AIA bot has an average win rate of 97%. All right. So I know when I worked on Wall Street, nobody dared sit there and say, hey, look, on Wall Street, we're going to make 97% win rates. It just was unheard of. So let me tell you a little bit more about the credentials, because I could sit there and tell you all the great things about it, but you want to do your due diligence. Here it is. All right, this is not a fly-by-night company, okay? So all the government credentials are there. I'm not going to go ahead and read every screen. I don't want to bore you with all that, but what I do encourage you to do is either take some notes or go ahead and take some screenshots as I'm going along. Don't mind the screenshots on this, because I believe, this is a business. This is a business presentation, and I believe you should know exactly what you're investing in. All right, plus, FINTRAC, all right, which is a financial transaction and reporting analysis center, right, is Canada's financial intelligence unit. So again, if this was something that was some scam or fly by night or anything along those lines that was unscrupulous, FINTRAC would be all over it and shut it down in a heartbeat. Okay. All right. So here's just a little bit more about the company, because again, here's the direct numbers and all the other good stuff. But here's the thing: at the end of the day, all right, you've got to be licensed. For me, I'm a federally licensed mortgage banker. I've been in banking for quite some time. I remember once upon a time ago when you didn't need a license. And that's when every Tom, Dick, and Harry was out there selling mortgages. I remember going to gas stations back in the early 2000s, and people walk up to you in the gas station and say, yeah, I'm in the mortgage business. But on the side of the car, it says they're a real estate agent. But then also I remember they were selling travel services the week before. Well, that's not the way business is conducted. And right here, all right, this company of iPrime is a fully licensed and registered organization. Okay. So all of this information, again, for your own screenshot purposes, here you go. All right, so at the end of the day, let's talk a little bit about how we get going in this. And again, this presentation is going to move very quickly. We'll be done here in just a matter of minutes. Again, there's not a lot of rah-rah. There's not a lot of hype. You're not going to see the kind of car I drive or what type of vacations I'm taking, although I'm looking forward to all that. But that's not what this is. This is really about you and your family and you having the opportunity to make significant gains on your investments, okay? So with that, all the trading history is verified by my FX book. Again, this is third party. So my FX book is not a part of iPrime. So all of these companies that I'm going to speak of are all in sync with one another. So you can't argue with the results, okay? Because again, facts tell, stories sell. And I love this part, because here's the thing. It'd be one thing if it's just me and Brian that were really excited about this company, or our business partner, Amanda. And we were going around and talking to people about it all the time. And we were sitting there sharing with one another that, hey, this is something great. But it's another thing when you see hundreds, if not thousands of people. Now, I only know a few people that are part of the group. And here's the reason why. Because again, this is not that. This is not one of those companies where you got to show up on a Tuesday night at the Holiday Inn Select off the side of the interstate, and you got to pay a $10 or $15 admission fee to hear a presentation, and then look outside the door to see how many people, how many of your friends or family or neighbors are coming, and you don't have to beg them to do that. No. What this is you take some of your hard-earned cash. I don't care if it's $50. You put it inside the bot, and we'll talk a little bit about how it works in a moment, and your money makes money. And if you're excited about it, you could tell some other people about it, and the company, not commission, the company will pay you a referral bonus for bringing someone to them. So here's what we're talking about. I love this one right here, January 24th. I was looking at this because I was sitting there saying to myself, if I had $50,000 in a 401k right now, especially with all the things that are going on in the world today, I would be looking at what I was going to do to yank that money out. I'm not a big believer in 401ks, people. I'm just going to let you know right now, because, 401ks, and I know someone might sit there and say, wait, are you offering financial advice? No, that's just my personal opinion. I do believe in investing. I do believe in savings. But here's the thing. 401ks are designed to benefit the employer, not you, all right, as the employee. All right. I mean, 401k is kind of like it's just one of those programs that gives you a false sense of security while you're really being screwed over. And I'm just being very direct and honest with you. And right now, with all the things that are happening in the economy today, all the things that are going on today, this is not the best time for you to have those type of products. But here's what I will share with you, because again, I'm not offering financial advice, but here's what we have. We have a product that virtually trades every night. And every day you're going to be able to see your wins. And as you should, it was a 97% win rate. I haven't had a losing day. There's some days were better than other days. But if you look at something as simple as this one person may have dropped 50,000 in an account, and in one day they generated $647 for the day. I mean, I don't know about you, but I'm sure there's a lot of people on this call right now that could probably benefit from earning $647 a day passively. All right. Or better yet, look at this person on the right hand. It said the first trade of the night, $90.12 while they were putting together furniture. I mean, they did that in a smiley face, which is all cool. But let's talk a little bit about the business and a little bit less about the financials. So one of the best things about this, what I loved about this, and what I was really attracted to when I found out about this opportunity, I thought that I had to give my money to the company and then kind of hope that something happens. Now, I've done that before, and I remember I've lost a lot of money from different companies that I said, let me see, I'll go ahead and toe dip and put my money and put a few $100 in, see what happens. And then of course, to my dismay, it's now a tax write-off because nothing ever happened with it. But this is a little bit different. You open up your own brokerage account with MetaTrader 4, right? And MetaTrader 4 has nothing to do with iPrime Capital, meaning they're two separate companies altogether. Right. And it's a world-class platform, right? And which is suitable for you and your investments. All right. So now I know a lot of you sitting there saying, oh, this guy sounds like a sales professional, which I am. I've been in sales all my life, but I'm not here to convince you of anything. I'm not here to give you all kinds of, slick sales presentations. We're getting straight to the point. Here's the juggler. All of this that I'm talking about, where my money is earning between 1 to 2% on a day-to-day basis, all right, night to night, let's say call it Monday through Friday, 5 days out of the week. All right. What I'm very excited about is cost me only $99.90 one time. $99.90 to have an online trading system, a trading platform that is trading for me. So while I'm out traveling, while I'm on vacation, while I'm at work, whatever I'm doing, whatever I need to do, the bottom line is this: my bot is trading every day. Now you might sit there and say, well, Dave, I see 3 different packages there. Why did you join $99.90? I'll go into that in just a moment. But yes, you do. There are 3 different packages that you could choose from. The smart bot, which is cool, is $19.90. That's the toe dip thing. You just put $19.99 in. Or you got the brilliant bot for $39.90. And I'm going to share with you the differences in the next slide here. You can do that too. That's a little bit more, maybe two toes in. But why not just go ahead full-fledged one time, $99? Now I'm gonna tell you right now, if you thought we were on this presentation, we're gonna make all this money off you joining for $99, you're sadly mistaken. And no, there's no slick talk or there's something, or we're gonna double back on anything. This is a fantastic program. Let me share with you what I mean. All right. Went the wrong direction. All right. So with the smart bot, you get up to 15% of the earnings, okay, that are made, which, I don't know about you, but I want to get as much of my money as I could possibly get. If you go ahead and go with the brilliant bot, you get up to 30% of that. Okay, that's good. But what about if I just go with the genius bot? All right. So what they're saying is on a month-to-month basis, they're promising you up to 45% return on your monies, okay, which is fantastic. And that's exactly why the green arrow is there. That's the one that I went with, and I would encourage you to do the same. So here's the differences on there. All right, it shows you very quickly. If you see the brilliant bot right there, the return on investment is capped at, I'm sorry, let me start with the smart bot, the lowest. You notice I just gravitated right to the top tier, but the smart bot is return on investment up to 15%. You have a minimum equity required is $100. $100, folks. So that means for a total of 100 and let's call it $20, let's round up, right? A person can get started in this business. I don't care if you're a busboy, you're working at McDonald's, you're a driver for Domino's Pizza, whatever it is that you do. $120, if you live here in the US of A, you can go ahead and do that. And if you don't live in the US of A, because you can do this on a worldwide scale, you do have the opportunity to make phenomenal money. You can also go ahead with the Brilliant Bot, and that has a subscription fee of $39.90. One time, that's it. $39.90. So the same analogy that I shared, $100 is the minimum to get started, plus the $39.90, and you're off to the races, you get started. But why not become your own genius and get the Genius Bot, right? For one time, $99. Again, one time. This is not monthly. This is not where you buy $15, $99 packages just so you can make even more money. One time, $99.90. Minimum equity required is $100. Now you're sitting there saying, people say, well, what's the catch? There's no catch, okay? So let's go over everything, what everyone loves about the bot. I'm really excited, and some of the people who are watching this, I think we're putting this on YouTube right now. It's on Facebook right now. I'm so excited about this platform. And if you know me, I don't get on Facebook Live. I don't get on YouTube Live. I haven't talked about any company for almost a decade that I was terribly excited about. This is a company that if you know me, you need to give me a call, or if you're watching this and you know someone that's a part of this, you need to get back with that person about this company. Because here's the thing. So low cost of entry, right? No monthly fees, no auto ship, right? I mean, I remember back in the day, my dad joined Amway, right? My dad wasn't even a sales guy, but he joined Amway because he was promised the world from the guy up on stage, usually some little short guy, and he talked with maybe a British accent or something like that, and he gets all excited and riled up. And you might say, well, Dave, that sounds just like you. Well, yeah, because I used to do that, and I got tired of it. Because I got tired of seeing people not making money and not getting in a position where they're winning and winning big, because the bottom line in those companies was you had to recruit to make money. This is not that. This is as simple as, I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't have some big team. I don't really care if a person joins or not. All I know is every $50, $100, if I got an extra $1,000, I'm putting it in my bot. Because every morning I wake up, I get my cup of coffee, I'm looking on my laptop, and I'm excited to see the returns on my money. And that's what I'm most excited about. So your money making opportunity is up to 45% per month. And you might sit there and say, well, why, Dave, is only up to 45%? And that's a good question. That's one of those light bulb moments. You sit there and say, he keeps on saying 45%. We're going to go into that in just the next screen. Again, total transparency, all right? And so you can also, if you want to, you can withdraw your money at any time, or you can reinvest it. Personally, I love reinvesting my money. When I have a little return on it, here we go, I'll turn it around, put it right back in. So you have a 97 win rate on the trades, right? You just set it and forget it. You don't have to learn advanced trading strategies. I'm gonna just be very honest and direct with you. Trading, a lot of people join different companies. I was one of those guys. I joined the companies and you pay $300-400 a month. And what do people do? They tell you, go out and get 5 other people to do the same thing. Go out and get 10 people, build a team. Well, I do have that gift. I love talking with people, and I've built big teams, but this is not that. And everyone doesn't have that skill set. In fact, when I joined those companies where I had to pay $300-400 a month, I still didn't learn how to trade. And someone might say, well, Dave, that's your fault. Well, no, because I didn't want to sit there and watch 30 hours of videos. I'm a busy guy. I'm a family guy. I travel. I do a lot of things, but I wanted to make money. So that's why this is it for me. This is what I love, and you may love this too, because all I have to do is, again, set it and forget it. My focus is to put money into my account, so my money is making money. Look, I'm gonna tell you very honestly. I'm a guy from Brooklyn, New York originally. I live here in Tampa, Florida now. If I'm earning 1 to 2% compounded every day of the week, Monday through Friday, I'm a very happy guy. All right. Because if you know anything about what is it, the 8th wonder of the world, I think they call it. I don't know what wonder it is, but it's a wonder. I love that wonder. All right. That 8th wonder of the world, the magic of compounding and the compounding of your money is phenomenal. I'm going to share a little bit about that in just a moment. Again, no recruiting to get paid. So let's keep going. All right. So here's the bag. Let's talk a little bit about the money, right? There's 5 ways to earn with IPC. All right. There's earnings from your own automated trading platform. That's up to 45%. We talked about that. But there's other ways to make money in this. And that's what I get excited about. There's a subscription bonus. You can get started just And we'll go into that in just a moment. I'm gonna have my buddy Brian Hairston get going with this in just a moment, because I'm so excited about this. I start shaking, because there's sponsorship bonuses, there's management bonuses, and a global bonus. All right, we're gonna go over all these in just a moment, but let's go a little bit about the AI subscription bonus. So this is when a referral purchases a bot, right? And this bonus only applies to level 1, direct referrals. So Leslie is the member. She shares it with Kenny. Kenny gets the genius bot. And now Mary, I think this is a typo, but the bottom line is they get a reward of $9.90 one time. Now, someone might say, whoop-de-doo, I've made thousands of dollars in bringing people in. This is not that. Once again, it's not about how many people you're recruiting in there. Although, if you are skilled and you are in a position that you're able to go ahead and do some serious damage like that, you can build a significant part-time income. Sponsorship bonuses. So here's the other one. So Leslie shares it with Kenny, right? And Kenny goes and funds his account. Leslie will receive 5 to 10% or $50 to $100 of the MT4 funds deposited into Kenny's account. All right. So Leslie's reward is instantly deposited into Leslie's wallet, which is fantastic. Because imagine if someone who does have discretionary income of $50,000, well, that's not a bad payday for that person to wind up getting a sponsorship bonus. And that's, again, from direct referrals only. All right. So this is where what I'd like to do is bring on my good friend, Mr. Byron Hairston. Byron Hairston and I have known each other for almost 2 decades. I mean, I know we've known each other for quite some time. We've been road dogs in a couple of different ventures. We've had some great times, traveled around the country, doing presentations. This guy has been just an absolute gem of a friend. So with that, I want to bring Mr. Byron Hairston on. Byron, if you can go over some of those big bonuses and the way everything works, so then that way we can go ahead and share with everyone before we close out on how these bonus levels all work together.
Okay, thank you, Dave. Thank you, Dave, for that. Everybody, you guys can hear me?
Absolutely, loud and clear, my friend.
All right. Well, this management bonus, there's several levels to it. I mean, you start off, again, this is not, you don't have to recruit anybody. You can just do what you do. To start off, you'll become a leader. First, you'll become a member. Once you invest $100 and you have personal sales of 500, and if you do build a team, your group volume is $1,000, you'll become a leader. And as you look forward down, there's different levels of leadership. Once you get down to, you get your 30% for level 1, 20%, 10%, 5%, and so forth. There's actually 20 different levels here. Move to the next slide, Dave.
Yep. There we go.
And this is just in the color version of what I just went over. Currently, we have a couple people on our team that are leaders. We have some senior managers on our team. This team is actually really, really growing. The one that I really want to get to, Dave, the next slide, please.
Yep.
Is this global bonus. With this global bonus, you will have there's 2 different types of global bonuses. There's the manager director bonus and the shareholder bonus. What this bonus does is every day it grows. This bonus right now is at, I got it on my screen, $312,919.24. So what they do is the managing director bonus and the shareholder director bonus, they split that. So right now it's $156 on both sides. So at the end of the month, they divide these global bonus amongst these 2 groups. You have to get to those groups in order to share in this bonus. They've only had two of these bonuses that have come out. The first bonus was $15,000 per person. That was in the managing director bonus and the shareholder bonus. Last month's bonus was $12,000, and this one is already at $312,000, and it's only the 8th of the month.
And this is just for
6 of
help,
them.
Brian. This is just for helping people. This is not somewhere you've got to run around the country and get on a plane and sit down at someone's kitchen table and do a presentation. This is just for helping people to get them their money growing for them. Is that correct?
That is all it is. That is all it is. I mean, I'm working towards that, but just imagine if, for example, there was $1 million in the bonus, and it's always $1 million or more. It's been $1 million or more for the past 2 months. Just say it was only 10 people in the senior, the shareholders, directors bonus pools. That means that $100,000 is going to go to 10 people out of that pool. And that would be the same as the manager's bonus because they split it. So
Absolutely.
I mean, it's just an amazing opportunity for people right now. All right,
Okay.
Dave, take it away and I'll close it out. You close it on out for
Yeah,
us.
beautiful. So here's the thing, folks. Again, let's kind of recap. Because I know someone's sitting there saying, wait, I thought this was going to be a short presentation. It is. We're going to wrap it up here. Because at the end of the day, here's what we tell people. Get started. Just do the one time at $99.90. I don't care which one you do it, but I would encourage you to go ahead and do the $99.90 one time. Why shortchange yourself, right? Then you take $100, open up your live account, and you get started. Can I add more funds in the future? Absolutely. You can add anytime. In fact, a penny saved is a penny earned, right? But let's not talk about pennies. Let's go ahead and start doing some dollar cost averaging where start skimming some money, put some money away. $50 here, $20 there, $1,000 there. Start adding that in. I mean, I don't know why I'm doing that because I'm excited about that thing. All right. And does the company charge any of the fees? Yes, there's an 80-20 split for all profits at the end of each trading week. Someone might say, well, that's it. Well, yeah. Well, here's the thing. I don't mind giving up 20% of the earnings. Out of 100%, they're going to take 20%. And that's what feeds the machine. That's their incentive. But someone might say, well, that's my money. Well, wait, you didn't do any of the heavy lifting. You didn't do any of the trading. You didn't have to get up at 2 o'clock in the morning when the London market was rolling. You didn't have to sit there and worry about what's going on with the yen. You didn't have to sit there and figure out when to buy, when to sell. You didn't have to do any of that stuff. All you have to do is set it and forget it. How often could I withdraw the principal? On weekends when the funds are not in the market trading, right? Minus any security deposits that are still in a holding status, you can do that. Affiliate commissions, earnings, can you withdraw that? Anytime, absolutely. What is the minimum amount to withdraw? $10, okay? There's a $3 flat rate fee. And how long does it typically take to get your money to withdraw your payments? Less than 24 hours. Again, folks, this is not get rich quick. Look at this as if I worked at, Greenpoint Savings Bank or some little mom and pop bank. You come in, it's like a savings account. The only difference is this is like a savings account on steroids. All right. It's kind of like old technology and new technology. It's funny. I was looking through, we were cleaning up in my house and my wife found one of her autograph books. You guys remember this? I know I'm old school. Someone who's like a millennial, someone, they might say, what the hell is that? All right. Where you would sit there, you have your friends, you have your little notes, and your friends write notes in there, right? This was back in the day. This is old school, right? Kind of like a savings in a checking account or a money market. That's old school. This is new school, right? My 9-year-old, well, she's 10 now. She's got a phone. She's got an iPhone. I couldn't believe it. She's got an iPhone. She's texting her friends, talking about she's on a Facebook Live with a friend, or not Facebook. She's FaceTiming with her friends, and she got a group chat. That's what new technology is. So let's talk about what we're talking about here, right? This is new technology. Let's go ahead and forget about the old days when you're going to get a toaster oven when you show up at, now I know I'm going way back, right? Again, I'm born in the late 60s, baby. But back in the day, you would go to the bank, you open up an account, and they'd give you like a toaster oven or an iron or something like that. I remember my parents getting that thing. Those days are gone and over. Right now, this is where people make money and how they make money. In fact, if you sit there scratching your head saying, I don't know, there must be some catch. No, because guess what? Your own bank is doing the same thing every night. Your bank is trading your money and making money the same way. If you think there's 1,000 people at night working for JP Morgan Chase or Wells Fargo trading like they used to back in the 80s at night and trade, no more, my friend. They're doing it all with technology. So the machine is making more money. Why not you? Why not you take $100 to get started, $100 to invest, and then start adding more money to your savings account? This is the time to do that. With that, do I need to download the MT4 software to trade? No, only if you want to, okay? So here's, as I close out, I'm gonna give you a few examples of the power of compounding. And this is what I love. There's a website called thecalculatorsite.com. And if you haven't been on this website, go to thecalculatorsite.com/finance/calculators/compound interest calculator, or just put in a search there, compound interest, right? And let me give you an example. All right. Someone might sit there and tell me, well, Dave, I don't really have a whole lot of money. That's okay. That's okay. The most important thing that you can do right now is get started. Because if you don't get started, you'll never know how far you can go, right? So if you go to the compound interest calculator, you put in $100. All right. We said up to 45%. And I'm going to be very honest with you. I'm getting my money's worth. With a few $1,000 in my account, the month of February, my account generated $882 for the month, and that's not with tens of thousands of dollars. But guess what? I'm getting ready to move some more money and park some money in there. I'm taking money out of some other slow movers that I've got. All right, and I'm gonna be honest with you. If you want to try and trade cryptocurrency on your own, bless you. I mean, that's kind of like a bucking bronco, right? I mean, that thing goes up and down more than the cyclone or any kind of wild roller coaster. I encourage it if you got the stomach for that. But I'm a middle-aged guy. I'm 54 years old. I don't have the patience or the time to sit there and watch my money go up and down every night. But I put a little in there. I dabble. But let me show you this, all right? Over 12 months, all right? Or over the, if you put down for the compound intervals of weekly, all right? This is what your money would look like projected based on up to 45% per month. Now, what if it only does 40%? Okay, it's 40%. But $100 invested, just 100, where you set it and forget it over the course of 12 months. Now, this is just math. This is not us selling something. This is not where buying's got to make sure your money's making money, or I got to go ahead and trade your money, because that would be an ugly affair. What this means is your money, just set it, forget it, and it continues to compound. But what if you went up and you got a little jiggy with it, right? And you put $300 in? Who couldn't stomach to come back at $51,000 in earnings next year? Set it and forget it. Now, I want to be very clear. Here's one disclaimer I want to say. You do have to reinvest your money, meaning you do have to click, so when I open up my laptop and I have earnings, you do have to click your money over, all right? That's the only thing you have to do is click about 3 buttons and your money gets rolled over into your new account. Because otherwise your money will sit parked until the machine says, well, what do you want me to do? You want to withdraw me the profits, or do you want me to be reinvested? So that's the only thing you do have to do. But with that, what's to lose, folks? If you put $300 in and $99 one time, and your money next year grows, even if it wasn't 50,000, I'd be ecstatic if it was 30,000 a year from now after putting $300 into an account. Or better yet, you might sit there and say, well, I'm special. I've got a lot of money that I could, I just throw it away at the craps table, or I go out and have $500 bottles of champagne when I hang out with my friends. Well, I'm not that guy, not yet, but I don't even know if I would even be that guy. I'm really kind of low key, kind of nice guy type. I like to hang out with a few friends, but here's the thing. I'm not, shooting money with those guns and everything. $500 one time, you put your money in the account. 12 months from now, what is that? 85,000 buying. I think my glasses are dirty or something. I think it says 85, right? 85,000. I think that's what it says.
Yes, it does. It says
$85,000. So here's the thing, folks. That's the end of our presentation. My name is Dave Griffin. You heard from me tonight. You heard from my friend Brian. This is not something where I am dependent on you joining. I could care less. I'll be very honest. I've invited a few of my friends, and only because I share with them, I said, you know what? this has been a blessing. I have not been excited about anything else other than this in a long time. What I mean, I'm talking about business. Of course, I'm excited about my children, my wife, and everything else going on in the world. Well, not necessarily the world, but I'm excited about this, and I would encourage you to do the same. So with that said, what I encourage you to do is this. Get back with the person that invited you, okay? If Brian or Amanda or Kim or whomever invited you, or if I invited you, get back with me, or exactly. And then tell them exactly, hey, look, this is definitely for me. Or if you say, you know, Brian or Dave or man, hey, this is not for me, that's okay. We don't beg people. You're not letting us down or anything. I would just be very upset if a year from now that if I did not invest and I see my friend Brian traveling the world, doing all kinds of things, and even if he wasn't traveling the world, if he just showed me where he put $500 in and made 85,000 in a year, I'd be very pissed off at myself that I didn't put $500 in. All right, but for $200, get started. With that said, my name's Dave Griffin. I thank you so much for watching this presentation. Oh, Brian, did I miss something, or is there more?
No, you're good. You're good, Dave. I just wanted to, we are going to close out with that, but I just want to give one example to you guys. I have another partner that's in this in iPrime, and her parents that are also members of iPrime invited a couple that they know.
Wow.
Now listen to this. They had $70,000 in an account. Can you guess how much interest in dollars they got for 1 year? Can anybody guess?
$6,800.
No. $20.
You kid, come on. Well, it was a savings account.
Savings account.
Yes, I'm sorry. Yeah, I can believe that. By the time $20. After you minus the fees and everything else. Right.
$20.
Right.
So what that couple did was they took $5,000 and opened up their iPrime account. And in one night, they made $37.
And that was on a bad night. I mean, I'll be honest with you. That was one of those bad nights where we only made a little bit of money for the night. For the night. I mean, I'm still good with that.
It would have been upwards of $50 to $70 for that day, for that night, or even $100, depending. So that's a no-brainer to me, and I hope it is a no-brainer to you. As we close out, I would like to thank everybody for coming out today. I see some new faces. I see some old faces. We got a couple partners from some other groups that just chimed in. I like to say hi to a friend of ours from way back, along with Dave. Mr. Terrell Alexander is on the call right now.
Beautiful, great guy. Welcome, Terrell.
Hey,
Terrell.
What's going on, fellas?
All right. Well, let's do this, guys, because I know somebody's sitting there saying to themselves, "What is this? A family reunion?" Absolutely, it's a family affair, because good friends are going to always tell great friends about opportunities. And I'm sure, I'm not taking anything from you. I'm done. I'll go ahead and close it out on my end. But I mean, definitely, that's a killer of a guy right there, Mr. Terrell. Terrell, welcome man on the call. And I'm sure there's many others. But Brian, anything else? Otherwise, you close it out and we're all done.
All right. That is all for tonight. We'll be back again on Thursday night. Same time, same Zoom channel. Get back to the person that invited you. Everyone have a great evening. God bless. Take care. Goodbye.
See you at the top. Take care,
All right.
guys. Thanks for calling.